Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today we are going to talk about shopping in Orlando, a complete guide with all the tips for you to do your shopping here in Orlando, which are the best outlets, the best malls, department stores that have very cheap clothes, where to buy makeup, everything you need to know to do the shopping the best and cheapest way possible here in Orlando, guys. So don't forget to like the video, that's very important, so hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and that's it, buckle up. Well, Orlando is one of the main tourist destinations for shopping. The United States has always been very strong in this shopping part. Orlando and Miami, in my opinion, are the cheapest places. I think they are very similar. Both Miami and Orlando have good outlets, very close prices, and I think that in the United States they are the best places. And here in Orlando, what are the best places to shop when you're traveling? Let's see them. I think the most important thing is to start with the outlets. Yes, they are the cheapest places with the most promotions, but even so, there are other very nice stores that I'll comment on here in the video that are neck to neck with the outlets. Sometimes they have cheaper clothes, but the main place that I think you spend the whole day shopping is the outlets. There are two main outlets here in Orlando that are from the same chain, the premium chain, so they are called Outlet Premium Vinland, which is on Vinland Avenue, and there is the International Outlet Premium International Drive, which is on International Drive. For those who are close to Disney, to Lake Buena Vista from this area here a little further down, Disney will be close to Vinland. If you're close to Universal, SeaWorld a little bit further up, you're going to be closer to the International. So you can see which one's closer. The two are very similar. They have all the stores that people look for when they travel, which are Adidas, Banana Republic, there is Forever 21, Gap, Nike, Tommy, Nike, Diesel, Victoria's Secret. Guys, there is every store you can imagine. The international one has a few more stores, but there are kind of unknown stores, so it's part of the stores that are pretty similar. What's my tip? Focus on the Vinland because it's much emptier than the international. I haven't been to international for a long time. It gets too crowded. Even to stop the car is a little difficult because it's a tourist area, so people go there a lot more. If you can focus on the one at Vinland, you will certainly have a calmer day, not so crowded. I think at least it's a better experience, but do some research, check the stores, because both have many promotions, many nice things. There are a lot of nice promotions that you can get, some discount coupons maybe. It's worth going to both of them, but if you were willing to choose, I think Vinland would be the best option, but it's up to each one's taste. And there is a third outlet that people don't think much of, which is the Lake Buena Vista factory. It's also close to Lake Buena Vista, which is the Disney area. It's much smaller, just a few stores. It's very small, but it has good stores. The ones people look for the most, and sometimes they are empty and with a lot of promotions. We have already had some very nice promotions. The main stores there are Tommy, Nike, and there's also a Disney outlet. A very nice Disney outlet store opened with very cheap stuff, so it's a nice option for those who are close by. Whoever is near there, it's worth visiting. If you're up there, I don't think it's worth it. There are other options, maybe better, the premium outlets themselves, but if you're close by, it's worth it. And the nice thing is that it's small. You stop the car and in 30 minutes you can go all the way there. It's not very big, but it has nice stores. And now, before starting with the mall, some important shopping tips, especially in the outlets. All outlets almost have discount coupons that work very well indeed. So whenever you're going to visit an outlet, Google it, search for discount coupons for outlets such and such. There will be a site for you to register, print the coupons. Most of them have good coupons of 15%, 20%. Some you can get on the spot when you arrive. There's a place to serve people that they are discount booklets, so research what you're going to visit, but most of these big outlets and malls have coupons, so do some research and you will see that you'll save a lot on shopping. And another important tip, both in the outlets, malls, stores, and in any of them, is the question of the car. If you go to the outlet, don't leave your shopping in the car. What we use it to do, you are already 3 hours into the mall, you are already full of bags, we would put the stuff in the car and lock it in the trunk and continue shopping. Everybody did this, but unfortunately there started to be some cases of thefts from the car. It started to become a target. So when the person came back, the car was open and everything had been taken. It's very rare to have theft crime here in Orlando, but this type was happening. There are a lot of police now, they reinforced it a lot, but here's a tip. Always carry your purchases with you. You with your purchases, nobody will ever rob you. Far from it, but don't leave anything in the car. There was a case of a friend, he came here and lost his notebook, camera, everything. So don't leave anything in the car, nothing at all. A tip that we give and that many people are doing, if you're going with the intention of buying a lot of things or going with a backpack, you put everything inside, or with the wheeled suitcase that you use to travel, you put everything in there safely, you lock it, it's always with you and it doesn't bother you. You don't have to carry it, it's very good. If you want to make a lot of purchases, take the suitcase, keep it with you until the end and you won't have any problems with that. It's no mistake guaranteed. And guys, if you have any questions about traveling, send them to us. We are really trying to help everyone. Even easier, add me on Instagram @PyLorenzi, send me a direct, that I'm really helping. And take the opportunity to follow us there on Insta and our new channel, Familia Lorenzi, here on YouTube. We created it and we are showing the life here in the United States, the parks. We are directly at Disney Universal, the outlets, food, restaurants, beaches nearby. We show everything there. It's really cool. So subscribe, give us a hand, you will like it and you will understand a little bit better how Orlando works in general. It's really cool. And talking about the car, many people ask, and how do I get to these places, Gabriel? Do I need a car? Do I have to take an Uber? The main ways to get around in Orlando and Miami is also by car, because the parks are kind of far away. No matter how close they appear on the map, they're all highways. It's very difficult to walk. There's practically no public transportation. Uber sometimes takes a long time because everybody asks for it at the same time. So the main way to get around here is by car. It's very easy. You can only do it with your country's driver's license, especially for shopping, because when you go to the faraway places, you come back with a suitcase full of groceries, so it helps a lot to get around the city. I'll leave below in the video description and in the first fixed comment a price comparator. Don't make the reservation directly on the website of the rental companies. Use this comparator that compares all rental companies at the Orlando airport. Then you can choose the cheapest one. The prices here are cheaper than in the rental companies themselves because it's the biggest comparator in the world. They have a very strong negotiation and you get a much better price. So compare well beforehand in every place you see, but use the comparator and you will see that it's a very good way to save money and hire the car at the best car rental companies in the market. Now talking about the malls, Orlando has two big malls that we like a lot. I would divide them as one that's a little more popular, but it's very good. Not that it's bad, it's popular, and the other one's a little bit fancier. They made it a little bit more refined. It has a section of just expensive stores, but it also has cheap stores. It's the Florida Mall. It's one of the biggest malls in the United States, so it's a very big mall. Sometimes it's priced head to head with the outlets. It's covered, air conditioned, so it's a more pleasant environment, especially in the summer, to shop, to walk, to eat. So try to focus, especially in these intense summer days when it rains. The malls end up being a better option, and sometimes they have good prices too. The outlets have better promotions, but sometimes they are more expensive. At the mall you can also get cool stuff, so try to visit an outlet, a mall, which is a very nice experience. The Florida Mall is gigantic. You will need a whole day to visit it, as well as the outlets. They are also very big, but it's nice because it has almost all the stores. It has a very cool Apple that everybody always look for, Victoria's Secret, Banana Republic, H&M is very good for those who want to buy cheap clothes. It's a very cool brand. There, I guess, that are practically all the stores in the outlet. It's very big, it's very good, it gets crowded, it's busy, but it's a great option. And who wants a little bit more beautiful place to walk around, there is the mall at Millenia. They are very close, all in the region right next to Universal, a little bit further away from Disney, and the mall at Millenia is beautiful. There is a Cheesecake Factory, which is a very good restaurant. It's not expensive and it's sensational. Check it out later. I'll put some pictures here for you to see the dishes, the desserts. It's a very nice walk to eat at the Cheesecake Factory and then walking around the mall. It's much smaller. You can do it in 3 hours and get to know the whole place. It's not as big as the others, but it's a very nice place. It's nice to see the stores, and there are cheap stores. There are Nike, Adidas. There are very nice sportswear for those who like to train sports with very good prices. So it's a different mall. It has many luxury stores if you want Cartier, Chanel, Gucci. This mall is the most indicated. It's very nice. So there are two different options for the person to choose. The location is very close to each other. It's all a matter of taste. Everything is pretty much the same in terms of the most popular stores like Nike and Adidas, as I mentioned it. So you can get cheap things and go to different stores to see what you like. Now I'll go into the department stores. Before we went to the United States, we didn't know that these kind of stores existed. They are huge stores that sell clothes as well as accessories, handbags, glasses, sometimes even toys, things for home. And what happens? They buy from famous brands the collections that were not sold. So they buy a lot cheaper and sell it for less than half the price. So you find Tommy, Gap, Guess t-shirts for $10, $7. Sometimes I find Diesel pants for $20, $18. There are a lot of nice things with good brands on sale. What's the difference? They are a little bit messier than the others. You will see that they are giant racks with the clothes laid out by size, so it's not a model where you pick the size you want. You go there in your size and you have to keep searching, keep looking, but there are a lot of nice things. For those who want to buy really cheap clothes, it's cheaper than the outlets themselves. There are stores all over the city. The main ones are Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Burlington as well. They are the most popular. Generally, one is next to the other, so take a look around. You can go to a little center, to a place that will have 2, 3. You go to all of them, so look there because they are very nice stores, and you will see that it's really much cheaper. You get nice clothes for a much cheaper price. For those who want to buy electronics, Best Buy is the best option. We like it a lot. It's one of the biggest stores in the United States. There are some very nice ones here in Orlando. You get everything there. The price is very good. It's reliable. The brands, there is everything you can imagine in electronics there. The only thing, the price of the iPhone is fixed. The price is the same everywhere. So I think it's better to buy from the Apple Store, which already has a warranty, a guy to help you do everything, to configure the cell phone. But there are also many people who buy at Best Buy because sometimes there are fewer lines, it's emptier. But at Best Buy, you can find everything you can imagine in electronics. You can go there. Another place that also has electronics, not with so much variety, but with a lot of stuff, video games, television, headphones, computer stuff, is Target and Walmart. Then they enter another category. That's the next tip, which are the supermarkets. These supermarkets, both Walmart and Target, are gigantic. I recommend that you go to both. It's very nice. Walmart is bigger. It has more stuff, but it's a little bit more not messy, and that Target is much more organized. It's really cool. Target is nice for clothes. It has some very cheap non-brand name clothes. There are Disney clothes. We have found a lot of clothes and toys, Disney stuff, very cheap. For toys, Target is the coolest place. If you have kids, Target has Disney stuff, Harry Potter, all the toys and characters, very good, very cheap. Then the Lego, there is everything there. You can go to Target. That is a guaranteed option, and there you have food, drinks, so both are very nice for you to know. Walmart also has everything for food. Walmart has a very good part for vitamins, supplements, pharmacy, shampoos, makeup. They have a lot of cool stuff too, so both places are worthwhile to go. We recommend you go there to shop. And you can see that there are a lot of things. We come prepared because for those who want to shop, Orlando has a lot of options. Now, another cool tip is the pharmacies. Walgreens and CVS are the biggest ones. You will go through them all the time because they are everywhere. Pharmacies in the United States are different. They not only sell medicine, they also sell food. It's a very nice place to buy cheap water, energy drinks, juice, snacks, frozen food. If you need something to eat at night, it's very nice there to stop by. The two are equal. Some people prefer Walgreens Walgreens, some people prefer CVs. I think they are very similar. Go to the closest ones. You will see that it's a very nice experience. There are a lot of nice cheap stuff, makeup, shampoos. Women like it a lot. Livia sometimes spends an hour in a CV, so it's also a nice place for those who want to do this kind of shopping. It's very good for all kinds of people. You can get pretty much everything in these pharmacies. They are very worthwhile. And speaking of makeup, it's logical that we are going to give them makeup tips here, that almost every woman that comes wants to buy a lot of stuff because it's cheaper. There are Victoria's Secrets, there are their creams, there are things that are kind of famous, but for makeup, Sephora is the one that's everywhere. They have them at Disney Springs, which is that cool Disney area. They have them in the malls, in the outlets. Almost all of them have Sephora, MAC, MAC, I don't know how you say it. I think it's MAC. And there's also a very nice one, Ulta Beauty. It's separated from the malls, but it's worth checking out because it's the largest makeup store in the United States, the chain. It has everything you can imagine you can find at Ulta Beauty, so check it out if you're looking for makeup stuff, cosmetics. It's a very nice place. You will spend hours inside for sure because they have a lot of nice things for you to buy from them. And Disney tips, from the parks to shopping, everything inside is much more expensive, of course. If you see something nice, you will buy it. It's part of the trip. But if you go to Target and even Walmart, there are many cheaper things from Disney, Universal, mugs, keychains, Mickey, t-shirts, shorts. So go to those places first, take a look. The Disney outlet store is also very nice, which is in that smaller outlet. We mentioned it, the Lake Buena Vista factory stores. It's pretty cool too. Try to avoid buying in the park. In the park, it will be a little bit more expensive, have no doubt about it, because inside the park everything is a little more expensive. And people, down here in the video description and in the first fixed comment, I'll leave all the links for you to organize your trip, spending much less and saving on everything. Then take a look. It's a guide for you to plan everything. There's a place that sells the tickets for the parks much cheaper. It's much cheaper indeed. We have a discount coupon with them. Take a look and you will like it. There's the chip that we use when we travel abroad to use the cell phone internet. It's important even more for shopping, the map, the places, the travel insurance comparator, which is the same as the one for cars, which compares and finds the best price, the best place we use to change money, to buy dollars, and also the hotel, all the hotels that we have stayed in. I left all the links and everything organized. Then sit down at the computer, plan and see your trip. Any questions you can send to us, but with these links you'll be able to organize everything and in the best way possible. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please give us a like, guys, and subscribe to our channel because it really helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch the video on how to travel cheaply to Orlando. It's a complete video that we put together, which teaches you step by step how to organize your whole trip, saving a lot on everything. So I'll leave it up here in the highlight. It's very good, and below the playlist with all the other videos from Orlando for you to watch and enjoy. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have nice trips.